Welcome to Art 1. We are on week 2. I know it says week 1 there, but we are going to be doing some sketches this week of sharks. I'm going to call it Shark Week. And I want you to follow along slide by slide. You don't have to do all of these at once. You can pause and do them, but I do want you to try to draw some sharks this week. I hope you had a good time last week. I did. It was fun to see your sketches, and I hope you do a good job this week too. Okay, we're going to be doing some drawing for this class that utilizes line and shape, and we're going to start out really simple and get more advanced as the semester progresses. So the very first thing that we're going to do is draw the shape of the body of the shark. So this is going to be in 6 steps, and we're drawing a hammerhead shark, and we want our body to look about like that. So take some time, make yourself a body that looks something like that. That's the body of the shark. And the next thing we're going to do is step 2, which is the actual hammerhead of the shark. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of draw here, go out, and it's going to look kind of like a piece of macaroni. And be about like that. So that's your hammerhead there. This has kind of an ellipse at the end, and that's going to be where the eye is. So I'm going to go ahead and draw in the eye of the hammerhead shark. Now this is just a line drawing, okay, and it's not going to be perfect. That's the deal. We're learning how to draw it utilizing shapes, and we're going to do the best we can, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the down fin, and it's going to be about here, and we're going to draw it up like that. And then the next thing we're going to do is draw the up fin, and it's going to be a little further to the right from the down fin. And then we're going to erase out those little lines, those little extra lines we don't need anymore. Okay, so now our shark is coming together here. The last thing you're going to do is draw the tail. And the tail is a little longer on the top than it is on the bottom. And now you have your hammerhead shark. And if you want to do something really fun, you could draw little bubbles near him if you want, for fun. Make him look like he's in the water. You could draw kind of a little seascape kind of deal here if you wanted to add a little fun. And that is our very first drawing for Art 1. Okay, so this is day 2 of Art 1, and we are continuing on to Shark Week, and we're going to be doing how to draw a shark, and the one we're going to do today is kind of a cartoony shark, but it's sort of fun. So the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw the top of a football, kind of like half a football. Underneath that, you're going to draw a shorter smile shape, and you're going to start here and kind of go up like that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to make a little C right here, and you'll see what that's for in a minute. Actually, I think I want to draw that a little bigger because I think that it will help us in the long run. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect this corner right here to near the C shape. And then this we're going to connect right there-ish to get close to our C shape here. And then we're going to connect here and here and make that be kind of a moon shape. And that is the tail itself. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is the top fin. And it's going to be shaped kind of like that. And these are not going to be perfect, okay, you guys? They're going to be kind of comic-y and goofy, and that's okay. We're just learning line. We're going to draw a bottom fin down here. And we're going to put our mouth in. So it's going to be kind of a triangle shape like that. We'll do an eye, and we'll do some gills. And then last but not least, we will put in our jaggedy teeth so that he looks fierce. Actually, I think he looks kind of smiley, but that's okay. He's a cartoon shark, so he's happy. And then again, if you want, you could, you know, do something fun, oceany down here if you want, you know, coral or something. You could draw the little fish down here that he's getting ready to chomp if you wanted to. Fish are not my forte. That looks more like a bird. So you can do that. And he's getting ready to get eaten. You could do something like that for fun. Okay, welcome to day 3 of Shark Week. Today we're going to be drawing a tiger shark. And the drawing is going to be a little more detailed than the last drawing we did, and it's going to be a little more realistic. So a tiger shark has a really long, lean body. You want to make sure you leave enough room to make it the length it needs to be. So when you start out, you're going to want to draw, we're going to draw the head, kind of like that, and then we're going to add to that. And that's going to be the head of our shark, and it's kind of long and lean. The next thing we're going to do is draw the side fin, which goes right there, and I'm going to erase out my little mistake. You've got an eraser too, so you should be able to do that if you need to. Then we're going to add to the body, so we're going to draw kind of a long lean thing there, and a long lean thing there, and that's kind of the rest of the body. The fin on top, which is what's going to really make it look like a shark, is going to be the next thing. And what you're going to do is draw like that, and make sure that this curves in kind of like a wave. Okay, so that's your top fin. Tiger sharks have another fin here. And then they have this awesome fin here that you can do kind of like a little upside down wave there. And then another little fin here. Okay. So those are all basically triangles. This is all shape. We're using shape to learn how to draw. So hopefully you guys are learning kind of, you know, the idea that if you know how to draw shape, you can learn how to draw anything, because everything is just made up of a series of shapes. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the big fin in the back, the tail, sorry, like so. And I actually think I'm going to make this a little shorter here because I think it'll look better. I think it needs to be a little asymmetrical there for it to look right. Okay, the next thing we're going to do are the gills, and the gills go right in front of that little fin there. And then you can draw his eye, his or her, I guess I should say. And then the really fun part is the tiger stripes. So you're going to be drawing the tiger stripes, and they're kind of like upside down flames, okay? And we're going to start them kind of here. You know, they sort of look like zebra stripes in a way, except for they don't overlap from the other side. So you're just kind of making these sort of wavy chunks. And they're going to get littler and littler as they get to the tail. Okay? Now you have your tiger shark. I hope you enjoyed. Okay, we're continuing on with Shark Week. This is the last day of Shark Week. And we are going to stop with, or end with, the great white shark. And the great white shark literally has no predators. So nobody eats great white sharks. They grow between 13 and 17 feet long, and they usually live about 30 years. So they're pretty cool creatures. And I thought it would be a fitting end to our Shark Week. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the head, and it's going to be about like that. Okay, it's a little longer on the top than on the bottom. The next thing I'm going to do is to draw the lower jaw and the mouth, so it's going to be kind of like that, and then like that. Okay, you might be able to get a little better results than me because you're drawing with a pencil. For instance, I think this needs to be flatter. It's a little harder to do on the iPad, but it needs to be something akin to that, okay? The very next thing we're going to do is draw that top fin, and it's a shark fin, so make it look like a shark fin. And then the back, which can be kind of like that-ish, okay? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the side fins. So here's kind of what they look like, kind of like that. And then this one comes across here, goes down kind of like that. And then we're going to draw kind of the belly of the shark. And it's going to come pretty close to that fin right there. And then there's going to be some kind of dip-diddy-doo things right here, okay? The very last thing we have to do on the body, the main part of our body of our shark, is the back tail. And we're going to draw it bigger at the top and littler at the bottom, okay? So that's kind of the main body of our shark. Now I'm seeing some problems with mine already, and I can tell that I want to make this top a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of erase my mistake here, and you can do the same thing, okay? This is trial and error, okay? I do not draw sharks for a living. So I'm going to go ahead and make this nose a little longer here and go back a little nicer there, and then build that fin on top and that body like that, so that it looks a little bigger in the middle and skinnier toward the tail. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, and you're going to have an easier time with this because you're going to have a pencil in your hand and not an iPad, but I can also see one more problem that I want to fix with that mouth. And I want it to be kind of curved like that a little bit more. And I think that I'm going to put that kind of back behind there, and I think that'll do it for that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw an eye. And then sharks have this really kind of cool nose looking thing. If you've seen Nemo, you know what I'm talking about. And they kind of look like that. Okay, so a lot of times sharks will be kind of different colors on the top than the bottom. So what we're going to do to sort of add form, in other words, make this less flat, is we are going to draw a line that starts kind of at the tip of the nose, goes under the eye, goes down kind of by the fin like this, crosses there, and then also comes up from here as well. So that's going to differentiate the top from the bottom, and it's also going to make it look a lot more three-dimensional. And I think it's pretty successful as far as that goes. I'm going to fill in my eye a little bit better. And then last but not least, the best part is we're going to put in our zigzag teeth. Okay? And there he is. He's the great white shark. He's the king of the ocean. And if you want to do goofiness down here, you can, to put a little ground effect. I don't know how close sharks get to the bottom of the ocean. I have no idea. And then if you want to put, you know, some little sea plants, you can do that too. You could put his prey there if you wanted to. If you wanted him to look like he's getting ready to eat Nemo, you could totally do that too. Okay, I hope you had fun at Shark Week. For your last sketch for the week, what I want you to do is I want you to draw a shark eating whatever you want it to eat. So it could be the shark eating a dolphin, it could be a shark eating a cheeseburger, but I want you to draw me a shark of your liking eating something.